Hey everyone, it's Michael here from GoodEreader.com, and we have a number of major stories to get into today from Amazon, Pocketbook, Kobo, Onyx Books, and a myriad of others. Our major story is the price increase on the Amazon Kindle product line. Amazon has raised prices on its Kindle e-readers. Their entry level and mid range models include the basic, Kindle, Paperwhite, Signature Editions, the Color Soft, and they have had their prices increased anywhere between $40 and $60. The 16 gig Kindle Paperwhite has seen its price jump to $199 for the ad-supported model, which is an increase from the previous price of $159. Meanwhile, the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition is now $249, and it's raised in price by around $50. The Kindle Color Soft and all of the other e-readers have increased around $40 or so. Industry observers connect these shifts to rising component and memory storage costs driven by a broader hardware issue. Social media is lamenting that these price changes are occurring, but I have a feeling that it's due to the upcoming big Prime Day sale happening at the beginning of October. People are saying anywhere between 8th and 9th, and so the Kindles may go back to the regular prices. This is the first time that Amazon has increased e-reader prices in a very long time. Not only is this the new reality for USA customers and all of Amazon's distribution partners such as Best Buy, but prices have risen internationally in countries such as Canada and the United Kingdom. Amazon is not the only company to change their pricing in 2026. Major manufacturer Kobo increased price hikes ranging from $10 to $30. Onyx Books did something similar earlier this year as well. Do ad-supported Kindles make sense now? With basic hardware now starting at 149, saving 13% by having lock screen advertisements feel less acceptable to buyers, especially when competitors like Kobo offer feature-rich alternatives. Amazon is the only company in the e-reader space that charges two different prices for its model, one with advertisements and one without. The ad-supported ones generally cost $20 less than the ones that don't show them at all. If you buy or are gifted an e-reader with ads, you can pay Amazon directly to remove them at a later date. Do advertisements make sense now in 2026? As stated, Amazon recently increased prices across its e-reader lineup, and ad-supported models show sponsored screensavers and require an extra swipe to unlock, whereas ad-free models can display your current book cover as a sleep screen and wakes directly to the last page read. With basic hardware now starting at $149, saving 13% by avoiding lock screen advertisements feels less acceptable to buyers, especially when competitors like Kobo, Pocketbook, or Onyx Book have feature-rich alternatives. Amazon launched its Kindle with special offers back in 2011. It was a way to spend less money when buying a Kindle e-reader for the first time. Kindle director Jay Marine said in an interview when this first launched that the release of a cheaper ad-studded Kindle is Amazon's way of getting the device in the hands of more people, but it also shows Amazon's getting more aggressive in its efforts to lure customers tempted by competing e-readers and bombarded by ads for the Apple iPad and competing tablet computers. So what type of ads show up on a Kindle with ads? Most ads featured on the lock screen are house ads promoting books available in Amazon Kindle store, upcoming releases, or Amazon services. Occasionally, Amazon may feature external product promotions, but the primary driver is to steer you back towards making digital purchases within its retail network. If you buy smutty books, these ads may occasionally lead to discovering new authors. However, when you can take your Kindle out in public, you may not want these types of books showing up. Manga readers may be inundated with all sorts of debauched content all over the Kindle. This prompted Amazon to launch an ad filtering system where you can have particular publishers types of books from not showing up on the ad version. Amazon does not sell ad-supported Kindles in Canada because localized promotional campaigns and special offers infrastructure are primarily built for the larger U.S. retail ecosystem. Delivering localized relevant book and retail ads requires specific regional marketing pipelines that Amazon has largely kept exclusive to larger markets, the US and select European countries. I think that ad-supported Kindles make less sense in 2026 following recent price increases, making the $20 savings less impactful compared to rising hardware costs and stronger competition. So again, probably Prime Day or the big Prime Day coming up in October. This is the obvious test. If the discounts go deep, the ad tier stops looking quite so exposed. Kobo e-readers have now received a firmware update. This is 4.4.6 for the Clara Color, Kobo Color BW, and Kobo Libra Color. The main event is the new SSL certificate for these devices to connect to the online bookstore to buy digital content such as audiobooks, ebooks, comics, and manga. Before this new update, the current generation Kobo e-readers had problems paying for digital content on the bookstore. Kobo e-readers have also had StoryGraph pushed out to devices for a couple of months now. This software is laying the groundwork to bring this functionality to older devices. This may result in previous generation Kobos getting the social reading platform. Pocketbook has announced the Q, which is a phone-sized e-reader. Pocketbook is launching the Q this fall and would debut it at IFA 2026. The phone-sized e-reader with a 5.84-inch screen using Carta 1300 is designed for everyday reading, listening to audiobooks. Physical side buttons make turning pages effortlessly with one hand, while the Linux-based platform keeps the experience focused on reading rather than notifications and endless scrolling. The product will be available in late fall and will retail for around $235 US. Let's get into the specs. It's using Carta 1300. The resolution is around 300 ppi, and it's only a black and white e-paper display. It has adaptive smart light, which means that it has both warm and cool lighting. So the LED, as with frontlit displays, the light's not shining into your eyes; it's just illuminating the screen. Dark mode offers more freedom to choose from the most comfortable screen setting, whatever the situation, while the IPX4 rated water resistance adds protection for reading on the go. It has a 1.8 gigahertz quad-core processor, 1 gig of RAM, and 32 gigs of internal storage, Wi-Fi. It has Bluetooth 5.0, and it has a 1500 milliamp battery, good for about 3 or 4 weeks. It looks really good. I mean, it's a phone-sized e-reader, and I think with a name like Pocketbook, this is very apropos. I mean, this is the type of e-reader that fits in your pocket and looks like the phone. I think that this is Pocketbook's answer to the Zentek X4 or the X4 Pro. This is a company that is relatively new, but they have pretty well exclusively dominated the e-reader pocket. The size of an iPhone 17. It's almost like the same size, very pocket friendly. You can hold it in one hand, and it's designed for reading books. So Onyx Books has plans to do something like this. They announced a product called the Picco, I believe. So they announced it in July. It's going to be a 3.97-inch screen, and it's only going to have a black and white display. It'll have a frontlit display, upgradable storage. There'll be page turn buttons, and it's, I heard that it's going to retail from around $99 to $129. So this is going to be way smaller than a Palma. And again, a lot, with the advent of the Zentek, companies are scrambling to get away from those, the boxy kind of e-readers like the Kindle, for example. It's almost like a square with rounded edges. It doesn't really fit in your back pocket or your jeans pocket. While the Pocketbook Q, the Picco, and the Zentek, this is what they're designed for, to do that sort of thing. In terms of ebook news, Google Play has now launched Book Insights. This is launched internationally. Book Insights is an AI-powered reading companion built with Gemini inside the Google Play Books app. It helps you summarize chapters, clarify confusing text, track characters, and ask specific spoiler-free questions about select English books without leaving a page. So this is available in the Google Play and Audiobooks app for Android. In terms of other news, you might not know, but Spotify is just not about music anymore. They are getting heavily involved in audiobooks, and they've been doing this for a couple of years now. So, what are the new features that have launched in 2026? Prompted prompted playlists for audiobooks. Last year, Spotify launched prompted playlist in beta, allowing listeners to create the perfect soundtrack for any moment by simply describing what they're looking for in their own words. They extended the feature to podcasts, and now it's launched officially. Just ask Spotify. Discovering and enjoying music, podcasts, and audiobooks has gotten a whole lot easier. Now you can simply type or speak to have a conversation with Spotify. Feel free to ask for new recommendations, inquire about the story you're listening to, or dive into questions such as what is Scandinavian noir? Should I explore my trip to Sweden? Where does the Cyclops first show up in the Odyssey? And then never lose the plot between books. When a story leaves you hanging at the end and you can't wait to dive into the next chapter, now with a simple tap, you can discover where the adventure leads next. Once you finish a book in a series, Spotify has you covered by recommending the next title, ensuring the excitement continues. Multi-part sagas are now clearly marked, and dedicated series pages will help you navigate the perfect reading order. Plus, checking out the author's profile page lets you explore all the series that they crafted. This is available in the US, Canada, UK, Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and Sweden, with other countries to follow shortly. Audible and Twitch had partnered up for a limited time audiobook promotion. Twitch is currently running a limited time promotion from August 13th to August 27th, where purchasing or gifting a new subscription to somebody that you like gets you 2 free months of Audible Premium with an exclusive Dungeon Crawl Carl chat badges. Purchase one new gift sub to get another another emoji that you can use for everything, getting onto Princess Donut and such. For those new to Audible, after you purchase a new Twitch sub, an Audible premium trial code is sent to your Twitch notifications inbox and will be available in the Drops and Rewards inventory page. Audible Premium, historically called Premium Plus, is Audible's fully featured monthly subscription plan. It gives you 1 free monthly credit to buy any audiobook to keep forever, podcasts, unlimited streaming of smaller catalog, which is known as the Plus catalog, and exclusive member discounts on additional purchases. So if you used a credit, you can get discounts on buying audiobooks at full price, but you get discounts on them. And even if the Audible premium subscription lapses after like your 2 month, any audiobooks that you redeem can be listened to both online and offline at any time in the future. So that's the news for everybody that is interested in e-readers and ebooks and digital publishing. So thanks for listening. For goodereader.com, my name is Michael, and everybody take care.